Welcome to the Daily Business and Finance Show. CrowdStrike faces downgrades from Guggenheim and BTIG after a global outage, while SentinelOne capitalizes on their stumble. Ethereum spot ETFs get the green light from the SEC, and Woodside Energy announces a $1.2 billion acquisition of Driftwood LNG developer Tellurian. Medical Properties tenant Steward secures buyers for 2 hospitals, and major indices rise as Biden exits the presidential race. Hawaiian Electric stock plummets amid unresolved fire settlements. Broadcom gains ground on Nvidia in chip sentiment according to Citi's latest survey, and CrowdStrike's outage sparks concerns over Windows' perceived vulnerabilities. Stay tuned after this short ad break to learn more about these headlines. CrowdStrike, listed on the Nasdaq as CRWD, dropped nearly 4% in pre-market trading after Guggenheim and BTIG downgraded the cybersecurity stock to neutral from buy. Analysts cited fallout from a recent global IT disruption and high valuation concerns. Despite impressive response efforts, new business signings may be affected short-term.
The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has approved exchange-traded funds holding Ethereum, with trading set to start as soon as Tuesday. Ether's price dropped 1.7% to $3,450 on the news, reducing its year-to-date gain to 47%. This approval follows January's green light for Bitcoin ETFs.
Woodside Energy announced it will acquire liquefied natural gas developer Tellurian for $1.2 billion in cash, including debt. This acquisition positions Woodside as a global LNG powerhouse. The Driftwood LNG project in Louisiana is fully permitted and under construction, with significant progress already made.
Medical Properties Trust's largest tenant, Steward Healthcare, is selling 2 properties amid a Senate investigation. Wadley Regional Medical Center in Arkansas will go to Pafford Health Systems for $200,000. Glenwood Regional Medical Center in Louisiana will be sold to AHS South LLC for $500,000. Steward filed for bankruptcy on May 6.
On Monday, markets surged as President Joe Biden exited the presidential race. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite rose 1.5%, the S&P 500 gained 1%, and the Dow Jones Industrial Average increased by 0.3%. Tech and communication services led gains, while energy lagged. Treasury yields saw minimal changes, with the U.S. 10-year Treasury yield up slightly to 4.25%. In other news, Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway sold $1.48 billion in Bank of America shares, Verizon dropped 6% on mixed earnings, and SentinelOne jumped due to a Microsoft outage linked to CrowdStrike.
SentinelOne, a cybersecurity firm, saw its stock rise 8% on Monday after a Microsoft outage caused by a CrowdStrike update. Analyst Zachary Schneider noted increased interest in specialized vendors like SentinelOne. The company's AI-driven Singularity platform has gained praise and secured a deal with the Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency. Despite strong competition from CrowdStrike, Palo Alto Networks, and Microsoft, analysts rate SentinelOne as a buy.
Hawaiian Electric shares fell 20% after missing the deadline to settle lawsuits over last year's Maui wildfires. The deadline has now been extended to Wednesday. Governor Josh Green criticized the proposed settlement, saying resources should go to affected families. Earlier, the stock had surged 37% on news of a tentative $4 billion settlement.
Citi analysts report Broadcom is gaining positive sentiment, catching up to Nvidia due to new AI customers and VMware benefits. Investors favor NXP semiconductors and analog devices for inventory replenishment. Hedge funds are buying Texas Instruments expecting earnings upside, while mutual funds await margin improvements. Concerns arise over potential cuts at Advanced Micro Devices and Microchip Technology. Micron faces a negative outlook due to Samsung's expected increased capital expenditure.
Last week's global outage, caused by a bad update from cybersecurity firm CrowdStrike, had significant impacts and raised questions about vulnerabilities in Microsoft's Windows operating system. Analyst Tyler Radke noted limited financial impacts for Microsoft but highlighted potential negative perceptions. The outage did not affect Apple computers or those running Linux. Thanks for tuning into the Daily Business and Finance Show. Stay informed, stay ahead, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Have a productive day. I'm Montgomery Jones.
And I'm Amalia Dupre. Good night for now, until we cross paths again tomorrow.
This content is sourced from the Seeking Alpha website, so support our podcast by becoming a Seeking Alpha Premium subscriber. See the show notes page for links to sign up. This episode is produced by Classic Studios. This podcast provides information only and should not be construed as financial or business advice. Check out our other podcasts in our network at classicstudios.com.